first crush was a boy named Will McDonald when I was in preschool. And that crush lasted until I was like in 7th grade.
Her name was Crystal Vashaw, and she and I, well actually my mom had to come in and have a conference with my teacher because I kept kissing her and kissing other girls, and it became an issue.
Funny as it may sound, I had a crush on young Winona Ryder, actually.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas was my first crush. I had a picture of him in my closet that I hid behind all my clothes. And every day I would go and I would kiss his picture on the wall.
Like all the guys, all the boys in the class had this crush on this one girl, and it was very weird. We used to like give her our desserts for lunch. Like, here's some Dunkaroos, like, would you be my like first grade sweetheart? It was very weird.
My first date was at a Starbucks, right around the corner actually, in Times Square.
I'd say like typical New Jersey date, movie and frozen yogurt, very exciting.
When you're like a teenager, it's so exciting just to like slowly put your hands next to each other in a movie, and yeah, I think it was a movie.
We went to see a movie, and I remember him dropping me off at my apartment later that night and thinking, dating sucks.
I don't know, what's a date? What's a date? I really, honestly, like this whole dating thing, I don't get it. I don't get it.
You know, one of my friends who didn't want to go alone would go, you know, out to eat or to a movie or something, and he'd be like, yeah, come along. It's not a date, it's fine. And then it ends up being just the three of us because her friend dropped out or something like that. So, yeah, pretty awkward.
My mother, every Valentine's Day, would go out and buy for both my brothers and myself those giant Hershey's Kisses and all the Valentine's bears and the candies and put them in a basket.
My mom would be there going, oh, the Valentine's fairy came, even though there's no such thing as a Valentine's fairy in any mythology or folklore or anything like that.
That was the best breakfast ever, February 14th. It wasn't even about the holiday, it was just having candy for breakfast. It was very exciting, and it probably made me go crazy at school for some weird reason.
I just remember you had to have Valentine's for everyone in your class.
I remember those little boxes of cards that were like stuck together and you'd like break them apart. I think I always got like Saved by the Bell themed ones.
You would try to get the coolest Valentines, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Valentine cards, and you would pick who you like. You would pick your favorite people. You would give your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards to.
I think I bought like Spice Girl Valentines, and I remember like I had to pick certain ones for the guys because I didn't want them to think that I liked them. So I had to pick like the most like bland ones for the guys.
First kiss was behind the swing set at Scott Batalski's house party in Tenafly, New Jersey with Dan Nathel, and he had braces and it was perfect. And I remember he kissed me and he looked at me and he goes, do you want to do it again? And I go, yes.
It was sort of sneaky, and we were all sort of a bunch of us hanging around watching TV, and it just happened.
It was pretty awkward, actually. It was a little sloppy, a little wet and uncomfortable. There was some tongue action that I wasn't expecting and wasn't ready for at that point in my life.
It was good. I've been told I'm a pretty good kisser, so, you know.
I was at this really rich girl's house, and this girl who I had been in this play with, like drug me behind the bushes.
His dad picked us up and took us downtown to the movies, and we were holding hands very sweatily, and we just kind of like stopped, and he like pecked me, and I like pulled away really quick. And I was like, oh my God, I just got kissed, oh my God, even though it was barely anything at all.
We were in the back seat of my parents' van at our brother's baseball game, and we started kissing, and it was very scandalous. We hadn't even held hands yet, so the fact that we were kissing was crazy.
I'm hoping before the year's out I can get one, so I'll let you know when it happens.
My first stage kiss was, I think, sophomore year. It was to one of my best friends. We're still friends now, so it was really awkward at the time.
I was a freshman in high school and I was playing Ed Carmichael in You Can't Take It With You, and I had to kiss this really hot senior who was playing my wife.
Well, she was a senior and I was a freshman, it's a big difference when you're that age. It was 18 and 14, like verging on being illegal.
I haven't had a stage kiss, actually, and I don't think so. I mean, no, I haven't.
Never had a stage kiss in my whole life. Never. Ever, ever. I'm still a little bitter about it.
Oh, Gavin Creel in Spring Awakening back in '99. Jonathan Groff loves this story because I always tell how I tried to stick my tongue in his mouth, but Gavin wasn't having it. I was like 14 at the time, and he's like 10 years older than me. But he was so gorgeous, and I just wanted that kiss. So that was my first stage kiss.